Hey folks, it's Amy K, your cocktail coach here for you today, trying to make every day a Sunday fun day for you all. It is Friday, 4:30 p.m. I think it's August 28th, 2020. Is that right, Pam?
That's correct.
We're in about day 1900 of our quarantine COVID. Things are lifting a little bit here in New York City. Hopefully de Blasio can get us some indoor dining soon so we don't have to circle back and you're going to be stuck with many more of these cocktail videos, maybe daily, maybe asking for some tips. Somebody left me a $5 in my tip jar. Hey, it could get to that, but right now, you're getting these 7 to 10 minutes of freebies once a week. So today, folks, we are going to concentrate on one of actually my favorite brunch time drinks, the Tequila Sunrise. I personally feel like the Tequila Sunrise gets a bad rap. But before we move on, Pamela Stubbs, Steadicam Pam, do we have any viewers with us?
2.
Oh my goodness, and who are they?
Stacy.
Stacy.
And Danny.
Danny, oh my goodness. Well, welcome, welcome. Stay with me for 6 minutes. I promise you won't be disappointed. Danny may be a little hungover today. Well, we'll talk about that later, huh, Danny?
Oh, and Amelia's watching too.
Amelia's here too. I hope you guys did a little Tayshawn today. My triceps are a little sore, so we are doing a drink today that does not involve shaking or stirring because Tayshawn and Nancy kicked my butt. Anywho, the Tequila Sunrise is a wonderful, wonderful brunch cocktail. It's been around for years. To give you a little bit of history on the Tequila Sunrise, it was actually introduced by Billy Rice out of Sausalito, California, back in, I believe, the late 60s. And another fun note, the one and only Mick Jagger of, yes, the Rolling Stones, actually loved this drink. And he loved it so much that they named their 1972 tour after it. It was called Something Something in the Tequila Sunrise. I can't give you the language on that first verse of the tour because there are some children watching, but it does involve something that could possibly be white and you might ski. So that's that. So yes, Mick Jagger loved it, and why he loved it is because it's very easy to make. You don't need a bartender. It's 3 ingredients, and it was something that he loved on that tour in 1972. So that is a little bit of history for you on this drink. First things first, as we like to say, Pam, if you can zoom in. Ingredients you're going to need. Blanco tequila. I always stress to use a Blanco when you're having drinks with citrus because agaves, reposados, añejos are very nice, but they're a little bit more richer and a little bit more pricier. And I always just say stay with the Blanco, a little less inexpensive. You're still going to get the full effect of your drink. We're going to need fresh OJ. So if you're up in the hills like Stacy is and Amelia, they probably have their fresh OJ that they're juicing. They have a farm. And then you want to do some grenadine. We're going to actually give you a tip on how to make this at home yourself. Mine actually, sadly, is store-bought. But if you want to make fresh grenadine, 2 ways you can do it. You need pomegranate molasses, sugar, and vodka. That's the first way. The second way are all of those ingredients minus the vodka. Folks, the vodka is good because it will keep the shelf life a bit longer. Takes it, ferments it, keeps the bacteria away. You can probably get a good almost 6 months. So if you use a little bit of the vodka. If you want the exact recipe, please feel free to reach out, DM me. I can give you that because fresh grenadine is really always best. But again, it takes a little time, but it is lovely. Then you're gonna need orange to garnish and your brandied cherries. Pam, if you can zoom in, these are always some of my favorite. Lexardo is a good brand as well. Or you can just use the good old fun, what's those cherries?
Maraschinos.
Maraschinos, like the Shirley Temples. So if Amelia wants one of these, we could give her a virgin, sort of like the Shirley Temple. And I made Amelia a virgin cocktail recently, and she did not like it. So the bartender does maybe need a little assistance on that. So other things you're going to need, obviously fresh ice. your jigger to measure. And for the Tequila Sunrise, you want to use a Collins style glass. You can kind of go with the variations just to hold most of the alcohol, because you're going to want probably about a 1/2 inch room. And folks, this drink is fun because it's easy. You're not going to stir it. You want it to look like a sunrise. So let's do this on this Friday afternoon. As I always say every week, start with your less expensive ingredients first, because if you mess up as you're tasting, you're not going to waste your booze. Pam, any new joiners or just...
Yes.
Oh my goodness, are we blowing up on the gram?
Carrie Levins.
Carrie Levins. Oh,
Brittany Salawanchik.
Brittany Salawanchik. I know you like the flat hair, Britt, but we puffed it back up for camera time.
Mom and Dad Stubbs in Florida.
Oh my goodness. Everybody's having Tequila Sunrises. Perhaps Friday at 4:30 is the time to do it. Give some thumbs up emojis, some fires if you think this is a good time, because hey, we can do it. We're in COVID. All right, so you're going to take your jar, and Pam, let's zoom on in. Steady cam, Pam. I told you all that espresso was going to kick in, and it sure did. So what you want to do, folks, is you want to do about 4 ounces of OJ. Boom. Shout out to Jill. She likes the hashtag boom. I usually do a little bit under. And while we're building this too, folks, a good tip, I like to teach you the classic style, but it is sometimes nice to put about a 1/2 ounce of fresh lime, because it kind of cuts the OJ a little bit. But today I'm going to just show you the traditional way, like Mick Jagger liked it. So now we are going to do 2 good ounces of your tequila. And like we say week after week, it's COVID. It sucks. We're getting through, so we're going to do a little extra booze. Carrie Levins, I think we should collaborate. You know, you make a chicken, I'll make a drink. Let's do it. Let's get it done. You'll get me to those 359 followers, Carrie Levins. I'm so close. I'm so close. Now what we're going to do, folks, you're just going to build this now with your ice. Going to drop that in. Make sure you have clean hands before you put in this ice. And that is all you're going to need, because like I say, you don't want to overflow the drink. And now with the grenadine, you are going to literally, folks, just do a couple of dashes. And look how beautiful that looks. You don't want to stir it. You want it to be your sunrise. And that is your drink. And now we are going to garnish. We're going to give this a nice little orange. It's going to be like a nice sunrise for us. I'm going to do that. And I mean, we must give it the cherry.
Linda Stubbs is also joining us today.
Oh, we got Linda Stubbs on a Friday afternoon. All right. I like to put this right through like that. And I mean, folks, I think Mick Jagger would be very pleased with this. I mean, Mick, I can't get no satisfaction. You need to help me out. Like I said, de Blasio, don't make me go to this tip jar. We want to keep these free for the family and friends. All right, folks, this actually is dedicated today. We had a little sad moment over the weekend. One of the restaurants that I work with, the restaurant group Happy Cooking Hospitality, unfortunately, I'm not going to get political. I don't do that on these things. But due to COVID, the pandemic, sadly, Bar Sardine had to close its doors. So sorry if I get a little quiverly in my voice, because it's very sad. So this one is actually dedicated to Bar Sardine, Chez Sardine. It had a great run. We love you guys. Gabriel Stolman, hats off to you and all the family. And sorry, I'll probably cry, but what are you going to do? All right, folks, it's your cocktail coach. Raise a glass, have a toast, DM me, message me. I'm here for you. Lots of love. Stay safe. Woo!